All right, what's up, everyone? Today we are going to go ahead and play a game by Nintendo called Popeye. And this is a game that I got about 5 or 6 years ago. It actually just came up on my time hop. And it was a pickup that I had. And really, really cool game. I got it because, of course, it was a Nintendo cab. And I always heard people bad-mouthing Popeye, so I was kind of curious. I had never really played the game. But I was curious to just how it played or just how good it was or whatever. So the game was actually posted, I think, on Craigslist, but it was also posted on Clav, I think, if I remember the story correctly. But I messaged the guy on Clav, and he sold it to me for a really, really good price. And I was like, hey, I can't pass it up. I definitely want to try it. And for the price, I was just like, I have to get it. So I've had it for about 5 or 6 years. It's been good. It's been a great game. The only thing that I redid recently is I took apart the joystick and I put in the spring, the centering spring. And actually, I forgot to latch the control panel down. I can feel it, that it's kind of moving. But I also didn't latch the control panel down because I noticed that it does have an issue. It actually has, there's the little theme song, but it has a 8-way joystick in it, and it should have a 4-way restrictor plate. So I'm gonna have to get a restrictor plate and then get that installed on there. So I've noticed, like, sometimes when I'm going up and down the stairs or I'm trying to make certain movements that it actually it's actually kind of difficult and kind of problematic. It does have a high score save kit in it. And a buddy of mine, Adrian, he actually had the game at his house for a while, and he actually has the high score on it. He has like 60,000. And truth be told, I'm terrible at this game. Like, this game is just, it's really difficult for me. So I figured we could play a couple times. As a matter of fact, I've played a few times right now, and my score is 18,000. I've gotten, I think, probably 50,000, I want to say. But I can't recall, but I have not gotten close to 60,000. I haven't knocked his score off. And his score is 60,690. But I just wanted to go through the game and play the game a couple times, just in case you've never seen the game before. And just try to actually get better at this game. Because now that the joystick's getting a little bit better, it centers a little bit, and it was kind of loose. I also noticed that it's missing a couple of the nuts under there, because I also have a DK Junior, and I noticed that the setup for the nuts, it's like they had 2 nuts spun into each other. Oh, so here's the score. So my high score is actually 47,000. So not bad, but I'm still about 13,000 off from at least tying the high score. So let's go ahead and play a couple times. And basically what you have to do on this first stage is there's these hearts. And you have to get the hearts. And if you hit this like punching bag, it knocks down the bucket on his head. And depending on where you get the hearts, depending on where you knock the bucket, all this and that, it actually will give you a different value of points. So I want to say the higher the hearts when you first catch them, that they give you more points. Because up there it was like 300, and then it was 100. And then I want to say at the bottom it's 50. So you want to try to get the hearts ahead of time and not wait too long on getting the hearts. He also has spinach, and that's what he's doing right now. And it gives you a little moment of invincibility, and you can go punch him. He falls down to the bottom. And you can go and grab the hearts, because the hearts actually stop sinking when you get the spinach. So that's kind of a trick. So if you're trying to get those hearts and you're about to lose a heart and it's going to sink, because you actually lose a life once it sinks. But if you want to stop it, then get the spinach. And then there's a little house in the upper left-hand side, and each one of those squares, you have to get a heart in it. So let's go ahead and try playing it. And then there's actually 3 stages, and then it rinse and repeats. So let's go ahead and just try to play a little bit. Again, I'm terrible. We should be able to get through the 3rd stage, which is a pirate ship. And it's actually something that I just barely learned tonight. There's some birds that fly on that pirate stage. And I noticed that the birds are 1,000 points each. So they have these bottles that they throw, and you can actually punch the bottles, which is kind of cool. So it kind of gives you a little bit of defense. Oh shoot! I thought we were losing a heart already. Control panel kind of like swayed. So I kind of want to like lure him to kind of stop, and then get him to kind of jump down a little bit. we need to get back up because those hearts are killing us. And actually, he got me. And that's terrible. I shouldn't have. I used to be at least halfway decent at this game where I wouldn't die on this first stage, but and then later they throw like skulls or something, I think, if I remember correctly. It gets pretty crazy later. Oh shoot. I was trying to get a little too aggressive with that, I think. I'm gonna try to get these hearts up here. Whoa, it's a little too close. All right, let's get this spinach. Got him. So now we want to get these hearts down here at the bottom, right? Because they're about to go out. So when I had the spinach, I noticed I got 100, and then when I didn't have the spinach, it actually changed to 50 again. There we go. So we got all the hearts in the house. You want olive oil, right? You know, all this guy saving the princess type thing, right? So the interesting thing was Donkey Kong was initially supposed to be Popeye. So they couldn't ever secure the rights to Donkey Kong. So they ended up doing Popeye. Oh man, I saw that bottle and I jumped without thinking. I think it's hard for me to play and talk at the same time. But they wanted Popeye. They could never get the Popeye licensing. So then they went ahead and they did Popeye. I mean, they did Donkey Kong, sorry. And then this top level, you see how it says through over here? You can actually, oh shoot. Oh my gosh, I'm like so bad at this game right now. But, so that was kind of like the licensing thing. So Nintendo finally did get to get the rights to Popeye, and oh my gosh, is that a game over? That sure is. Okay, we didn't even get to the third stage. That's pretty bad. So all right, let's keep playing. Because what was that? That was like terrible. So let's at least try not to lose on this first stage. It's funny because I've had the game for this long and I'm still like god-awful terrible at it. I really wish I was better at this game. I know that if you throw that bucket, or if you hit that bucket a little bit when he's further down, like you'll get more points. But I'm just like not good enough to... And this homeboy just keeps like chasing me. Alright, so let's see. Let's go up here. Nope. Let's see if we can get him there on that second level. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have to get the spinach. Because we're losing those hearts. So let's see if we can get this guy. They give him a head start too, that's not fair. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can run down here. Get these hearts. There we go. And we need... how many? 8? Let's just try to lower him over here. Alright, we need this other one to come down. Whoops. There we go. Patience. Patience is what I needed. I need to be patient with him. Okay. I already forgot. Did we lose a life on that stage? Can't remember. Alright, so here on the top, actually in the where he's at, you can actually run through back and forth. So you can see that. So you can kind of like toy with him a little bit here at the top and just make him kind of go back and forth, which is helpful. So we make that through. Cool. Okay, so we need to get down there. Shoot. Not gonna make that one. Dang it. So yeah, so if it sinks, then you lose your life. And I just kind of was messing around too much. Yeah, so olive oil gets mad at you. Alright, And actually, we didn't actually collect a lot of these guys. Still have a lot of work to do. Whoa, got a little close that time. Okay, we need to definitely get this one that's down. Oh, shoot. I like just totally had a... I was totally indecisive there. I didn't know whether I wanted to go left or right. We gotta at least try to make it through this stage. All right. Man, not good. That is not good. Okay, at least we have one more life. So we only need, what, 2 of these little guys? So maybe we can make it to that pirate stage that I was talking about. All right, cool. I knew he was gonna try to punch me, but I knew that that was the last note that we needed. So this is the last stage here. Look, I can't even make 20,000. So it's a pirate ship, and basically you have to build a ladder, and she's gonna send out letters that say help. So the thing that I learned is these birds here actually give you 1,000 points. So that's actually pretty good. Much, much needed as far as points. You can really get up on these points here. I just noticed like he can jump that. That's crazy. Okay, so we're needing to... Oh, shoot. That's weird. He actually like kind of ducked and kind of... Oh, shoot. That's not good. Hey, we actually kind of sidestepped that. Oh, shoot. Oh, we got to... Whoops. Kind of hit the camera there. Well, we got a little bit further. Got a little too excited there at the end. So we scored 29,000 points. Still pretty pathetic, but at least you can kind of see all the stages. And basically there was a ladder that was building, and when you get through, when you collect enough of the letters, it'll actually build out the ladder. And I mean, it's cool. I want to say I've been able to play maybe to the pirate stage twice. But I think it was more like not even going for points, just trying to survive, just because, again, I'm bad at this game. But I also wonder if once I'm hopeful that once I put on that 4-way restrictor plate, that it'll actually make the game a little bit easier, and I won't have any of these kind of like in-between type moves where it's kind of diagonal instead of pressing up or down, up, down, left or right. So I don't know. I'm hopeful. I need to order that restrictor plate and then maybe do an update and see if I can break that 60,000 that my buddy Adrian went ahead and got on the high score that I can't seem to beat. So anyways, that's Popeye from 1982. I hope you liked the video. I have to make a Galaxian video because I have a Galaxian anniversary coming up. So be on the lookout for that one. And I have a Galaxian cocktail. And it has a very unique control scheme. So that'll probably be the next video. But until then, please be safe out there. I know right now things are crazy as far as just disease and a lot of fighting and whatnot. So just be safe out there. Hey, have the love of video games, right? That kind of just brings us all together, no matter who we are. So until then, I'll see you on the next video. Please take care and goodbye.